everybody, Remrov here. I'm a classic artist who makes these videos to educate about autism and to build a bridge in between the autistic and neurotypical world, and I hope to be a voice for non-verbal people with autism. Many people often ask me what kind of things I struggle the most with myself as a person with autism. And sometimes, or often actually, I find this difficult to answer because there are so many things. So where do I start? But this week I experienced something that happens to me quite often. And it's something that is really difficult and draining on me. So I decided to share this with you. As an artist, I often need art supplies, and I have to go to the art supply store for that into town. And I always need to take the bus and the metro into town to get to the art supply store. And this always, I always find this really difficult. Public transportation, I always find it very chaotic and draining, especially when it's really crowded. And being in the stores, shopping, I find very chaotic and draining too. I find it very difficult to concentrate on the things I need to get while there are so many other people around and getting in my way. I find it extremely distracting. So yeah, shopping and things like that is very, very draining for me. And this week I needed to go to the art supply store for drawing paper. I arrived in the store already kind of tired because of the metro and the bus. It was very crowded, and so I was kind of drained already. And I needed to get different drawing paper than what I usually buy. Otherwise it would have been quite easy. I could have got get the drawing pad that I always buy and get out of the store, and that was it. But this time it took me a lot longer to search for the right kind of drawing paper I needed for my new project. So I compared a lot of different paper, a lot of different drawing pads, but many of the paper were too thin, or they were off-white instead of white, or they were too smooth, or they were not big enough. And for this new project I really needed white paper and quite big. And I need a high quality paper for my drawings because I sell them, and when you sell drawings you can't really show up with really thin, low quality paper, of course. So searching for this, it really took a lot out of me, especially because it was very crowded in the store that day. But after looking around and comparing many different drawing pads, I finally found the right kind. It was a drawing pad of 18 by 24 inch, really big, and very nice, slightly grainy white paper. And they only had one of this kind, one drawing pad of this kind, and they had one other, but that one had a big dent in it, and so I couldn't use it. It was a bit damaged. And so I was really happy with this drawing pad that I found it, and I really checked the paper inside of it, if it wasn't damaged or smudged. I even took it to a few different places inside the store where the lighting was different, to really make sure that it wasn't damaged, or that it wasn't wrinkled or smudged. But it looked really good, and I decided to buy it. So I went to the cash register, but there was a huge line of people waiting there. And standing in line in the store, I find quite difficult. I always find it a bit nerve-wracking to stand in between such a crowd of people, or really close to other people, and people bumping into you, and waiting for so long. I find it extremely chaotic, and it takes a huge amount of energy out of me. But finally, it was my time to pay. So I paid for my drawing paper and a few pencils, and I got out of the store. So then I needed to take the metro and the bus back again to get home. And that was very difficult for me because I was carrying around such a huge drawing pad, and I needed to get it home undamaged and safe. And it was really very crowded on the bus and the metro that day, and so it was very difficult to keep my drawing pad safe. And but eventually I arrived at home, and and my drawing pad was still in one piece and it wasn't bent, so I was really happy with it. I came home and I was very exhausted. Doing something like that, going to the art supply store and taking the bus there and taking the bus and the metro back again, it literally takes all the energy I have inside of me for a whole day. So on that day I can't really do anything else anymore, like work or so. But I was really happy that I did something useful. I had a drawing paper and I could start my drawing project the next day. So I felt really good about it. I put my drawing pad on the table to really take a look at the paper again and how beautiful it looked, and because I was really happy with it. And I open the drawing pad and suddenly I see that the paper is really wavy. And then I think, oh my god, what is this? And I look through the whole drawing pad and I see that every paper, every sheet, it looks like that. And then I put it somewhere else to really take a good look in the daylight close to a window. And it was just so significant that was so wavy, and slowly I just started to realize that there was no way I could use this paper for my project and then sell it. I just couldn't use this paper. It was just probably damp inside the store, and it was just the paper was just ruined. So I started to realize that I had spent all this energy and all this time for absolutely nothing. And I realized that I even had to spend the same amount of energy again to bring it back to the store, and only to get my money back, because I knew that this was the only one they had that was good for my project. So then I still didn't have any good paper. So I started to really boil in the inside, and I really started to get a meltdown over it. And I just felt devastated over it. I found it extremely difficult to realize this. So this is an example of something that can really make me have a meltdown. And it's also an example of something that other people don't see. There's a lot of people who see me. They see me outside and in public and communicating with people, and they think, wow, she probably hardly has any problems, and does she even have autism? But this is what people don't see. That's even communicating with people can just take all the energy out of me for the rest of the day. A lot of people just have no idea how it is exactly, because meltdowns and things like that, I just don't really show that in public. I always try to hold it in until I'm at home or until I'm alone. So this was it. I hope you found it useful that I share this experience with you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can stay updated about new videos. And you can also consider to become my patron. For $1 a month you can watch all my videos and you can support me with this project. So Pilaf and I, we wish you a very nice day and we hope to see you with our next videos again. Bye!